Hi, this is reflection number 1, and after watching both videos, Waiting for Superman and Race to Nowhere, it's a huge difference between both of them, and it's sad that in the first video, the Waiting for Superman, those kids, the ones that wanted the most, that had that passion for learning, are the ones that had to wait for a number to be called for them to have access to all that education and all that further knowledge that they want to gain, when there are so many kids that don't want to be in school, and they are wasting the opportunities that the other ones want. And about the second video, the Race to Nowhere, I can I can I know how stressed that is. I can relate to that video. Not in my case personally, but in my sister. My sister, she's in high school, and I can see her stress. I can see her anxiety for having the best grades, for having all the letters of recommendation of their professors or the teachers, all the volunteer hours to be the best, to have the best portfolio to give to those Ivy League universities. And it's very stressful, and I can also see it with the students that I have in the school that I work. I can see all the after schools activities that they are enrolled. I can see all the play dates, all the stress life, and they're 5 years old. It's a lot to take for a kid, but we kind of teach them to have that level of anxiety since early ages, which I'm not saying is good, but also we are preparing them for a better education, to be sometimes better than their parents, to have a better life. And both cases are going to the extreme, like one so poor that they have to wait for a number for education, and the other one may be wealthy but they suffer with that level of anxiety. Me as a teacher, I think that we have to find a balance between both, and to encourage them to plant that eagerness, that wanted to learn more in them, but also allowing them to have fun, to be kids. Like I can relate a little bit after reading the chapter 1, when and I can conclude about it that we as teachers are the ones that we can make the transformation happen, not only between us but in the system. If we talk, if we make our voices heard up there in the where the all the big organizations are, we can make them change their mind, and not having so much budget cuts in the education system, but giving us more that we can work on, and to help them, to help the students. Because why we're teachers because we like to see those little kids, those young teens, grow and learn and have a passion for what they learn, for what we are teaching them. So I think that the main point or idea of the chapter is that we as teachers, we have to be that transportation system that can lead us to a better education system that will benefit us all, not just us but our kids. And as the text says, and I quote, it says, the process of transformative educations relies on reawakening and connecting with the desire to learn, creating loving and caring relationships between teachers, students, and parents. I think that that's the link, the best link that we can create between our students in the classroom, that loving and caring connection, and then our parents, because parents are gonna be like the pillar, the most stable pillar that you can have if you create a nice and a big bond between them. And that's all.